Hello guys, Spanners here. Today I'm going to review 101 Dalmatian Street fanfiction, written and illustrated by GhostWolf, and it's titled The Living Legend in London. Also, just to mention that this is not scripted and it's mostly going to be rambling about the fanfiction, so yeah, forgive me for this. It might be edited but not scripted, so yeah, forgive me guys. Anyhow, let's start with the plot, shall we? It's not entirely fully plotted, but it's mostly a prologue with 9 parts. The prologue says about the history, about Akira's parents, family mostly, his original family, and it's tells about how he became a family member of 101 Dalmatians, and well, it has some interesting story, I'll say. He becomes friends with Dylan, mostly Da Vinci, who has a crush on her, mostly, and has become brothers, has quite easy relationship with DJ and Dawkins. Yeah, sorry guys, I just needed some memory check, so that's because it's hard, because I haven't read it mostly, and I feel kind of bad. So yeah, forgive me guys. But anyway, this Deepak was kind of very anxious about. Sorry guys, but spoiler a little bit. Very anxious about Akira's powers. You will understand it while you reading this, because it's mostly because of the storylines that mostly not going to be like, it's going to be have spoilers. So yeah, I don't want to spoil things. Okay, stopping. I have to stop rambling about, because it will make sense. So yeah, forgive me, guys. Anyhow, well, while the story takes place, there's a villain. It's called Daigo. It's mostly a dangerous villain, and it's kind of like cruel. Most likely likes to give pain and stuff. And there's some secrets about Akira's family that often that he didn't know, but you guys have to read it before commenting stuff. So yeah. Anyhow, there's also powers for Dawkins and DJ, which of course could have something that could okay, I'll see it. Interpretate. Sorry, guys. It's just hard to find a good wording. As an autistic or Aspergeric. I don't know. Anyhow, if I interpretate the fire powers for DJ, yes, DJ has the fire powers. Not big deal. His fire powers can be mostly symbolizing a passion for music, because as some of you watched the 101 Dalmatian Street series, you can see that DJ is making music and is into it, making some crazy, some music in the parties and stuff. So yeah, you can see. It could also be related to fire as a really ongoing, fiery, and more like he type of guy who likes to enjoying partying wild. So you can tell by that. Dawkins powers or eyes most likely, because, well, there's not much to it because it's the color, but I think it could be related to space. And don't get me wrong, space doesn't could, and don't get the wrong, I mean, don't get the wrong idea, because it's his powers aren't black hole, and I don't mean like that, and I don't really this mean like that. Ice powers could be related to space because of the temperature. As you may probably know, I'm not really a scientist, but from what I read and watched, the space could cause mostly without the oxygen, no breathing for us, without anything to breathe in. So without the oxygen, your body freezes. So it might be possible why it's Dawkins' powers is ice. So yeah. Akira's powers are the thunder, and so that might be probably reason why it's mostly GhostWolf's character, fan character to be exact, and it's kind of like because if you had seen a character reference of Akira Kurosu or just Akira, because you can see that yellow could be representative to a thunder, and yeah, there's a like sparks, and I think that will be fitting for him. Anyhow, about Akira is a wolf dog hybrid. Sorry, I forgot to mention that in the plot. So so basically he's a half wolf, half Dalmatian. So it's mostly that's his parents are female. His mother was Dalmatian, and his father was a wolf, white wolf to be exact. So yeah. Okay, there was an Ethan feline who is not like a cat who like Constantine hates dogs for some odd reason and likes to torturing them. Because if you had seen the wow of a meow wow, I think that's how it's said, you can see that he has that malicious smirk on his, or a grin that enjoys Dylan's torture. No wait, yeah, Dylan's being tortured most likely. So yeah, you can tell that. And if you read about Ethan, he's more like a genuine cool cat, not that like Constantine does, but it's kind of a cool, great character, and he knows Akira because we both can tell a story about Ethan and Akira, how they both met and how his powers are dangerous. But I would suggest you guys reading to it because I don't want to spoil stuff. I already told you about the Akira's, David Dawkins, and DJ's powers. So yeah. Anyhow, what do I think about this story? I think it's genuinely interesting, especially the powers. It's mostly how to interpret the character because we don't obviously not know about other Dalmatians, basically because of we can tell about their hobbies, their interests in design, and we could tell about how what kind of personality they have. But we do both know that they, like Da Vinci is interested in painting because she has that paint on her fur and body, and DJ has headphones on which is into a music, and we could see in some episodes of 101 Time History that is into music. So yeah, I think I already tell that, but well, so yeah, it's that part of the things we could tell about Dalmatians. Uh, mm, well, well, I do think I enjoy some other characters, such as Ethan, because it's more like better version of Constantine, where Constantine is more like hateful to, uh, uh, well, okay, not really hateful, but mostly kind of like sometimes bad. It's kind of like mixed reactions. I just don't think I like this character much. It's more like against Gur Meow Meow, but I don't know. I think I did enjoy Daigo, but I don't. But some of them I don't really know about their backstory. His backstory most likely, and we both know that he's a dangerous villain where wants mostly destroy, and it's kind of a typical villain type who wants a power and so on, so on. So yeah, that basically a dangerous villain type, and it's mostly, and I think it's mostly because, well, you know, because it's often sometimes when there's a villain where needs a power to defeat every single time to rule the world and so on. So yeah, uh, and I don't. Well, what I want to say is mostly, I don't seem to like. I mean, I think I find Da Vinci and Akira's relationship decent, mostly because I'm not really that surprised. Because, well, Da Vinci is mostly shy, and Akira is more like, well, often that silent, I think. Not really, but most likely he wants to hide the past, so yeah. Uh, there's an also thing that about the love, first, love at the first sight trope, which not really interests me most of all, but it's kind of common in some stories where one and two characters fall in love at the first sight. Well, it's, I did see some people write this story, and I did also seen in Fan AU Okami universe. It's called Chakra, the Battle of the Titans, which is totally made by Orphan 2 and original. It's again a Fan AU, so don't expect it to be like very original, because it's mostly takes place in Nippon, but I would suggest you guys to read that by yourselves. Anyway, overall, I do enjoy the fanfiction mostly, especially the characters and how the author had inter. God damn it, I don't know how to say it. I just last edited it, so yeah, it's not scripted, so yeah, forgive me, guys. Again, it's not scripted. So I did really like how Alfred kind of gives some personality to the characters, mostly, and so I think it gives more depth to the characters, showing DJ being very upset at Deepak of how he how he thinks that Deepak's glad that Akira's gone, thinking he doesn't care about Akira as his sibling. So yeah, that's the thing. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this story. I mean review. Sorry, guys. I probably will have to edit it right maybe later, and maybe I just try to read on the review. So yeah, I did kinda like it. I did enjoy it. Also, if you want to read it, click on the link in the description. It's on Wattpad and DeviantArt. Uh, Also, feel free to comment what you guys think after reading this story. And also feel free to make a video review like I do. Hope you like this fan review. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Follow me on social medias, and I'll see you guys later, pups.